We usually mix our watercolor pigments on the palette before painting, but in this video, we will mix the colors directly on the paper. The reference image contains several fruits, but for this tutorial, we are going to paint only the grapefruit, pomegranate, and a lemon. I start by drawing a circle for the grapefruit using gamboge yellow. After defining the outline, I apply a light wash of gamboge yellow over the entire fruit, leaving a small highlight on the left side. The paper is wet with a light value of gamboge yellow. Now I add a darker value of gamboge yellow on the right side. Then I bring that darker yellow towards the center and also near the top and along the right edge of the grapefruit. Now I'm lifting some pigment at the top where there will be a small indent where the stem connects to the fruit. Next, I apply a medium value of vermilion hue along the right side and it blends with the gamboge yellow to create a beautiful orange. Gradually, I move the color towards the left, leaving less pigment as I go towards the left side of the grapefruit. This creates a smooth transition from a rich orange on the right to a light orange on the left, giving the grapefruit a nice rounded form. Next, I add a slightly darker value of vermilion hue to suggest the shadow cast by the pomegranate onto this grapefruit. I also deepen the orange along the right side of the grapefruit. Next, I add ultramarine along the right side, and this ultramarine blends with the orange to create a beautiful and natural shadow color. This ultramarine that is added on the right side, I try to blend it to form a gradient that fades towards the center of the grapefruit. I'm also adding the ultramarine over the vermilion that is that we added for the shadow cast by the pomegranate fruit. Next, I add subtle grooves around the stem area to match the texture that is same as in the reference image. Next, I soften the hard edges around the highlight using a clean damp brush. I thought to myself that I'm overworking on the grapefruit, so I stopped there and I looked at my painting. I'm happy with the result, so I move on to the pomegranate. Just like before, I start by sketching a circle, and it is not a perfect circle. I'm I'm just okay with it. I apply a light value of gambo jello over the entire fruit. Then, using a medium value of vermilion hue, I paint the fruit, leaving a small area for the highlight on the left side. Next, using a darker value of vermilion hue, I deepen the color in all the areas while still preserving that highlight. Now I rinse my brush in water and make it damp by pressing it on a waistcloth. Using this clean damp brush, I lift pigment near the top of the pomegranate crown for the highlight in that area. Next, using ultramarine, I paint the shadow areas of the pomegranate as you see in the video. I'm using a darker value of ultramarine to paint the crown of the pomegranate. After painting the crown, I once again rinse my brush, press it on a waistcloth to make the brush damp, and using that clean damp brush, I once again lift a little pigment at the base of the crown to create a small highlight. Now our pomegranate painting is complete. Now let's move on to paint the lemon. For that, I begin by drawing a simple oval shape with gambo jello, and also I'm adding pointed ends on both sides as you can see in the video. I left some white area on the top left side for the highlight. Now I'm using ultramarine to paint the lemon since this is a green lemon. Now I'm adding the cast shadow of the grapefruit onto the top left of the lemon using a darker value of ultramarine. I'm painting the shadow areas of the lemon using a darker value of ultramarine. The final step is to add cast shadows beneath each of the fruits. Instead of mixing the pigments on the paper, I forgetfully mixed the pigment on the palette. That is, I mixed vermilion hue with ultramarine on my palette, and using a light value of this mix, I paint the cast shadow. Then, using feathering technique, I soften the edges. Then I used a darker value of ultramarine to paint under the fruit so that it feels that the fruit is grounded on the surface. And that's it. Our painting is done. I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.